Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Hey guys, welcome to the Morphin Network, and we are doing Power Rangers Live. We are your hosts, Mike and Mike, Vanilla and Coffee themselves, Time Rider Zero and Astro Red. How you guys doing? And of course, Mike, how are you doing?
I'm good. I just came back from New York Comic Con.
Oh, how did that go?
Great. Now, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special announcement to make.
Announcement. Oh, what a way to live. What a way to live. Come on, this is not a camp song.
Yeah, drum roll, please. We will be giving out passes to Ranger Stop Orlando from November 10th to the 12th, all weekend. So be on the lookout, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout.
So what we're going to do is on 3 of our programs, that being Rider Time Podcast on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. On Thursdays during Osama Sentai King Oger, same time. And, of course, on Saturdays, which is probably going to be 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern from moving forward. On those 3 days, we are going to be doing a giveaway. So 3 days per week for the next 3 weeks, total of 9 Ranger Stop passes. We will be asking a Power Rangers related question. So don't worry. If you're not big on Kamen Rider or Super Sentai, don't worry. We will not ask you questions related to Kamen Rider Super Sentai, because as much as we love all you Kamen Rider Gotchard fans and all of you King Oger fans, I know that some of you are not, but all of you do have a little bit of access to every season of Power Rangers ever, because between Netflix and YouTube and Pluto TV. So shout outs to all those channels. So you guys do have, and the Ranger Wiki, let's be honest. So on these 3 days for the next 3 weeks, so the first day is going to be Wednesday the 18th. We are going to ask you a Power Rangers related question, and qualifying players, which means no one from Morphin Network and no one who's a staff from Ranger Stop, because let's be honest, guys, that's cheating. Especially since some of us in the Morphin Network have extensive knowledge of Power Rangers. Just saying, that would be.
Hey, listen, it's not my fault, okay?
Okay, we will be asking one Power Ranger question on these 3 days, the next 3 weeks, and first person to in the comments section to get that question correct will win 1 Ranger Stop pass. Now, do you want to give out some additional details about each pass?
Huh?
You want to give out additional details about each qualifying pass? Maybe some of the terms and conditions, etc.
Well, you can only answer the question one time.
Yep.
One time only, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you win 1 ticket, you are disqualified from participating in future attempts. So, but if you happen to attempt in an earlier giveaway but did not win the pass, you're still in the running. You still have 8 more chances, then 7, then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, until there's no more passes. So much like how there are 9 Zords in Q Ranger, there are 9 passes, 1 for each Zord. So you might be one of the lucky Rangers to have an amazing 3-day experience in Orlando, Florida in November.
And,
so
you guys, and also, I will be there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You guys can come say hi to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take pictures. I don't mind.
Yeah. And of course, the way it works is for you to qualify to answer a question, you do have to comment sometime during the live stream of the video. And if there's two or more people, commenting before we do the contest question, then
You will not.
hold on. If there's more than 2 people, then we can have the contest on that specific day. If there's only one person showing up or less, then I'm sorry, you guys are not going to be able to do. But because we don't want those tickets to go to waste, if on any of these 3 weeks there is a day where no one gets a ticket, we will do a makeup day the following Tuesday during internet. And we will announce that makeup day if that makeup day exists. So we have up to 4 chances out of to answer one of 3 questions for each week, depending on the situation. But if all 3 questions are answered on all 3 days, then we're not going to have that makeup day, but we will still have a reminder so you guys can tune in on every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for so you guys will always have a chance to play the game. And again, it's just Power Rangers questions because I don't want any one to feel intimidated by their lack of participation in Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, or Ultraman for that matter.
Like we said, this is just Power Rangers
questions. Yeah, I would love to do more, but I know that some people probably would not be able to answer certain Kamen Rider
Not really, no.
Because especially since I've watched all 1,600 plus episodes, I could ask a question about anything. Let's do some sample questions from Kamen Rider. Okay? Like, for example, who gave Amazon his motorcycle in the 1974 series Kamen Rider Amazon? Or what did Super One dress up as in the Halloween party that the Dogma Empire was participating in? Or another one, what's another one? Oh, okay. Which of the undead was a mentor to the members of Board? Or another one, which was the first Orphanoch to use the Phys gear? Except for Takumi. So those are sample Kamen Rider questions that I could ask, but that's why I'm not gonna ask Kamen Rider questions. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. So, but with that in mind, today we are doing Power Rangers, and out of all the episodes of Power Rangers we are doing Season 30, Cosmic Fury, Episode 3, Off Grid. Bum, 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 bum. And what a fun episode this was. It's both laid back and foreboding at the same time.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, me personally, I really liked this episode, especially at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a pretty good episode, and especially with the build-up we got from the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because in the previous episode we did have Amelia make an epic hero speech while they were trapped on Eridus, and we're not 100% sure if Ollie is or is not under mind control from Zed, which, by the way, I would have to say good acting from Moya's part, because it's like he's really good at making you not 100% sure if he's a good guy again, or if he fully turned evil. Is he putting on an act? Because it's like
he might be doing both.
Yeah, he could be playing both sides. Like the Thunder Rangers before they actually joined the Ninja Storm crew.
True.
Yeah, or more accurately, Trent Mercer from Dino Thunder, because he played the long game with the whole playing both sides thing. Yeah. So. But yeah, so we are trapped on Eridus, and yes, Billy has this really cool scene where he is trying to figure out how the staff works, so that maybe we could make some new Ranger powers because their powers were destroyed. And while at the same time, Amelia makes up a game plan. It's like, okay, we have the we have the radio dish that Zato used to contact Rafcon. We could set it up at an outpost. Ion, you can make some food because no one can think straight on an empty stomach, and I need you to chill. I know you're stressed.
Breathe, man, breathe.
But you need to chill. You need to chill, my guy. You need to chill. Let's see. And while Fern and Solon, you guys set up the base and try to make a space turn into a spaceship because Izzy and Fern found blueprints that turns out the base was a spaceship the whole time. And I have to give credit to some of the designers of the person who made those blueprints because they look very similar to that supplementary platform piece in the American version of the Cosmic Fury Megazord. Yeah, and yeah. Hold on, give me a second.
No, that was me.
Yeah,
but honestly, like. I loved the I honestly love the fact that they're like, you know what? Let me see let's like, yeah, morale sucks right now.
Yeah.
Morale definitely sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. But I love how like Izzy and Fern at first had a really cute moment together. Where it's like, well, we're stranded out in space, but at least we're stranded out in space together. Yeah. It's like, that's kind of cute. Like, we got our college hoodie. Don't worry about getting it destroyed because it's not like we're going to be in college for a while we're trapped here. But yeah, so they go to survey the outpost and to see if there's any food as well. But yeah, Fern gets left behind, and because Izzy is concerned about being able to protect Fern and thinking she's safer in the base.
Exactly.
And I have to say, this feels like a really good plot point right here if we deal with it, dig deeper into it, because it's like, oh, okay, so there's some friction in that relationship.
Like,
it's like
interesting. Very interesting.
Did you notice it when you first watched the episode?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's like for me, I was like, okay, so here's what could happen. Knowing their personalities, Izzy feels guilty because Fern is in a dangerous situation. She wants to be overprotective. Fern, being the competitive, strong, independent woman that she is, and she is an independent, strong woman.
Yes, she is.
Because Because let's remember, she was an athletic rival before they started dating. So realistically, Fern could have just as well become a ranger if she was in the force instead of Izzy. Just like how Neville Longbottom could have been the chosen one instead of Harry. They're both equally qualified. The only difference is one just happens to be first in obtaining a connection to the grid. And actually, how interesting would it have been as an alternate story if Fern and Ravi got the Ranger powers instead of Izzy and Ravi? Because then it's like Ravi has a sister who doesn't know that she's a Ranger. Sorry, who doesn't know that her brother's a Ranger. And her future girlfriend is also a Ranger and not saying a word about it. That would have been an interesting dynamic because, like, think about it. Because then they would have to, like, really, like, Fern and Ravi would have, well, not Ravi, Javi would have to, like, really hide the fact that they're both Rangers. It's like, why are my girlfriend and my brother keeping secrets from me? Yeah. Like that's just like a possible alternate scenario that like we could explore. if we could explore alternate scenarios. But yeah, and it would have been an interesting one because I remember someone at one point was playing with a scenario of like, what if Bulk and Skull really did know the Rangers were the Rangers back in season 2? Like they would constantly get in trouble trying to keep the Rangers' identity safe. Yeah, but going back to this, strong, independent woman. She wants to go out on the field. She wants to be helpful. She doesn't want to be cooped up, but her girlfriend is babying her. Friction.
Like, come on, Izzy. Come, Izzy. Come on. Trust me. I understand.
It's like I get it. Like honestly, I actually respect where this is going. All I ask is they should double down on it more. You know, like how Kylo Ren said more.
Like more.
Yeah. Because look, no relationship is perfect, and it's nice to see some friction in this one because let's be honest, like ever since they started dating, there was like no friction in the relationship, and I'm like, there's no way a relationship is that perfect. Heck, even Tommy and Kimberly had friction. Jen and Wes had friction. Let's see, Theo and Lily had friction. Like a lot.
Theo and Lily, Blake and Tori.
Yeah. Well, they had more friction earlier on, except for one very specific episode. But oh wait, actually no, 2 specific episodes because there was that one episode with the Naginata.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like there's that one chick that tried to train him. I keep forgetting that episode. It's probably the episode I've seen the least, which is probably why I forget it the most. But no, it does exist. It's right there.
It does.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, definitely Ziggy and Kay. Like they had so much friction. And you know, it's healthy. You know, like a relationship is never like 100% positive. Like there is room to grow, and I respect it. I mean, if you're fighting all the time, that's a red flag. If you're getting along all the time, that is also a red flag. If you're like disagreeing every once in a while, but have like a way of working it out, you like that's healthy. Like because you have room for growth. Like some couples, like they actually have like this thing where like they set aside one day a week to go over a list of each other's grievances over the past week in a no judgment setting, so that like instead of letting things build up, you're just periodically and consistently just venting, and the pressure stays normal. And I'm not trying to like relationship counsel people. I'm just saying that like this like even if I haven't watched every episode of the season, I would know like this is something that needs to fester a bit.
Like no, like nope.
It's like I would love this to be addressed right away, as any healthy relationship would. But if we wanted to have character development, you know, they're not going to discuss this episode. They're going to let it play out for a while, and then let it explode.
It must fester.
At least it should explode, because like we need that drama. Also, yes, they do kiss in this episode, which means that for the first time since Jungle Fury, we have a Ranger kiss.
No one kissed in Jungle Fury.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Final episode of Jungle Fury. What's his name? Dominic kissed.
No, he didn't.
Fran. Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I'm about to put it on right now. No, he didn't.
He kissed her at the end of the episode.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Bro, I literally had like a thing on my Facebook where it's like someone posts a picture of Kim Kardashian, Kanye West saying, "Name me a better power couple, go." And I made multiple couples that were better than Kanye and Kim, and one of them was Dominic and Fran, and Dominic was kissing Fran in that screenshot. Okay?
I'm about to look this up myself.
Jungle Fury represent. Yeah, Jungle Fury represent. Towards the end of the episode. Totally kisses are right there.
Jungle.
This is way before this like towards the beginning of the final scene where it's like they're all celebrating at the jungle karma and Theo finally asks Lily out. Dominic goes off on a trip with Fran.
You said it was at the beginning of the episode?
No, end of the episode. Jungle.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up right now. At the end of the episode. Hold on. I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, got it right here. Bam.
That's the beginning of the episode.
Oh, is it? Huh? Thought it was the end of the episode. But still, he kisses her. He still kisses her.
It's a friendly kiss. It wasn't a boyfriend girlfriend kiss.
Yes, it was. They had a kiss since he first showed up. She was on a trip with him.
Jesus, man. You know what? Let's.
And the last kiss before that was Wes kissing Jen in episode 28 of Time Force, and someone took a photo of it. And then, what's his name? Alex saw the photo in the following episode. Was like, oh, I see how it is. While I was allegedly dead, you're fooling around with this guy instead of hunting after ransom that you promised me. I see how that is.
But yeah, it was the beginning of the episode. It wasn't the.
Okay, but it was still in that episode.
It's a friendly kiss. It wasn't no couple kiss.
It was she was totally into him.
But here's you know what? We digress.
But the point is, first kiss since Jungle Fury. We've been teased so hard with ninja with Dino Charge, with Ninja Steel. And don't get me started on Beast Morphers. And yes, even Dino Fury. But we finally got an actual on-screen kiss for the first time in, 15 years. First time in 15 years, we finally got an on-screen kiss. Thank you, Hasbro. And also, I will spoil one thing in about future episodes. This won't be the first time Fern and Izzy kiss each other. So, so it's like this will be the first time a Ranger couple kiss each other multiple times in the same season since Mighty Morphin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Also, stay away from aliens. Stay away from aliens. Whenever you see eggs on the floor anywhere, stay away. Stay away. Get out. Get out. Get out. Hold on. Get out. Okay. Yes, and of course, yeah. So they find some fruits. They the thing eats the fruits immediately, and then it instantly molts. And you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that episode of In Space where they get attacked by those Jawas, and then this larva sneaks into their ship, and then it becomes a giant bug monster and starts attacking Cassie.
Honestly, that reminds me of something from Men in Black.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Men in Black do deal with a lot of arthropodal aliens. I mean, heck, someone even gave birth to Kid Fisto, so who am I to judge? Yeah, the baby from Men in Black. That was Kid Fisto right there.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So the Rangers are struggling to fight this fully molted scuttle worm, and then Javi says one of the funniest lines in the episode. I sure miss Morphin.
Like, I miss morphing.
When he said that, was this the first thing that came to your mind? Like the movie, when Billy was like, "Yeah, funny thing about morphing, yeah, you sure, you sure don't appreciate it until you don't have it." Oh, classic scene, very classic.
Like, dude, I'm like, oh my gosh, why they had to bring a reference to the 95 movie?
I mean, if it works, I mean, it could be worse. At least we're not referencing the 2017 movie.
Let go in the corner. Let's not
Okay,
go.
we're not going there. But anyways, so as we were saying, they were struggling to fight off the scuttle worm, but at least they managed to build the transmitter so they could just get away safely. And yes, Javi finally makes use of his robotic arm.
It's like, oh, it's like,
What?
wait. He just did a falcon punch.
Yeah, sometimes it helps to be full metal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and using the radio transmitter, we do get broadcasts from both their hometown from Buzz Blast and from Coral Harbor, and we do find out, yes, thanks to General Shaw cameo. I swear, General Shaw is one of the most recurring mentors at this point because, like, she's
Yep. All
yeah,
I'm gonna say is yep.
yeah. I mean, like, sure, like we do have Mick as a good contender, but but in Shaw's defense, she was from a season later, the season immediately after Mick showed up. So yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to like. But Mick did not show up in Beast Morphers, so yeah, they're basically tied. But you don't see Doggy Kruger showing up in multiple seasons. I
Can
mean,
we?
Zordon.
Can
Okay,
we?
Zordon being there for 4.5 seasons is not, well, 4 3/4 seasons does not count because he's like the central character. You know, like in the Zordon era. That's what we call it, the Zordon era. But not counting Zordon. How many times do we see Captain Mitchell, Princess Shayla, Alex, um, let's see, Sensei
Circuit?
Watanabe? Well, Circuit is more of the tech support. Like,
Nah,
if anything,
I honestly
Alex
think
is the mentor
no, not
ish. He's bad
really.
at it, but you know, he's definitely there more often than G. Gosei. Hold on, G was there for 3 seasons.
And he also kind of did make a cameo with Jaden.
No, that's why I'm saying 3 seasons because we got Samurai Super Samurai. Although, do we count Samurai as? Do we count Samurai as 2 seasons?
No,
Mega
I
Force, you
would.
definitely have to count as two separate seasons because Go Sager and Go Kaiger. But yeah, like we don't see a lot of mentors coming back. Also, Tommy doesn't count because he is a full fledged Ranger. Like, of course, he's gonna come back.
That is true.
But I will say, as far as a mentor goes, Tommy comes back once in Ninja Steel and not in Mega Force because it has to be Black Ranger Tommy for it to count as Tommy being the mentor.
That is true.
He was not the Black Ranger in Mega Force, so it does not count.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Tommy has two. Doggy Kruger has one. Daggeron has one. Daggeron is a tough call because he both is and isn't. He's a six ranger, but he does train the rangers more than Udana does. So it's like,
True.
Hartford, only 1 season. Let's see. RJ, okay, like again, Megaforce helmet only doesn't count. 1 season. Dr. K shows up 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, like behind Zordon, Shaw and Mick are tied for 3 seasons. So like, wow, okay, here we go. Meanwhile, yeah, and yes, we find out that what's it called? A bunch of Rangers tried to defend Earth from Lord Zed, but they're incapacitated because there's an anti-Zord barrier. What are your thoughts on that game plan?
Honestly, I liked it because I liked it. It was smart. It was smart. Okay, Lord Zed, I see you.
I mean, on one hand, I have to say, why didn't he do that sooner?
Exactly.
But it's like, is it because Bajilia, whatever her name was, had the resources that he didn't have earlier? And if that's the case,
Probably.
why did Lord Zed not have those resources back then? I mean, he was still Emperor of Evil. Like, yeah, sure, he's second to Master Vile and third to
Rita.
no, not Rito. Third to what's his name? Dark Spectre. By the way, I think someone mentioned Dark Spectre in an episode.
Probably.
I think it's in a later episode because I know they mentioned the Z Wave in the first episode of Cosmic Fury, but
True.
But I'll say this. No way, they did not mention the Z Wave in the first episode. I am mistaken. But I will say this though. I don't know why, but this Lord Zed's plan in this season feels weirdly similar to Robo Rita. I don't know why. Like I know they're not the same plan, but for some reason the whole Rangers being incapacitated thing that feels weirdly familiar. You know, like you know how like old Biff is like, why does this feel familiar? You're like that. That was the feeling I was getting from that. I don't know why.
I have to agree with you.
Yeah,
I have to agree with you.
it's like I know you need to justify Rangers being incapacitated to say it's like, well, why can't we? Well, to justify why Rose's famous line can't fall through. Like you got money, build an army of Rangers.
Like you're rich, buy an army.
Yeah, like of Rangers. Of Rangers. We have an army of Rangers. Why can't they team up? Now we have yes, we have a reason why, but it does feel a little bit repetitive. I think it's mainly because the 30th anniversary was literally just before Cosmic Fury.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe if Once and Always was like 5 years earlier, like maybe it won't feel as repetitive. But I will say this: at least it's more concise in this season than it was in Once and Always, because it's like, yeah, Robo Minotaur and Robo Snake Dude, they could have trapped all the other Rangers into dolls, but the thing is, it's like, can you trap all of them into dolls? He can get some of us, but he can't get all of us. It's like they could pile on them. They could just use their combined team cannons. You got 30 seasons of Power Rangers where like they all have some kind of team finishing move. You got the Zeo Blaster, you got the Turbine Cannon, you got Quadro Blaster,
and that Spiral Blaster.
Yeah, you got the Vortex Blaster, Savage Sword, you got the Thunderstorm Blaster, where like you combine like the 3 weapons from the Wind Rangers with the 2 weapons from the Thunder Rangers.
Yeah, the Thunderstorm Cannon.
Thunderstorm Cannon. You got the what's it called? The Dino Thunder Blaster. You got
Rick Blaster, K9 Cannon.
K9 Cannon. That's right. Like you could have the Mystic Force Ranger use their Legend mode finishing star thing.
Legend Warriors United Formation.
Yeah, you got hold on. You got the drill blaster from Operation Overdrive. You got the Savage Cannon from Jungle Fury, and of course you got the RPM combined cannon thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You got the Bull Blaster. You got the Mega Force Combined Cannon, and you got the Mega Force Combined Cannon, and you got the Galleon Blaster.
True. And don't forget, you got the. I'm trying to. I just had the Jungle Fury. Claw. Not the
Jungle
Claw.
Pride Blaster, like
Huh?
Jungle Pride Cannon or something like that.
I don't know.
Like I know in the Japanese version it's called Geki Geki Ho, but the point is they could have all used their combined team weapons and then just instantly Robo Rita's 2 minions to like obliteration. So it's like again, it's like Lord Zed's plan made more sense a little bit.
It did.
But it felt less impactful just because like we had once and always so soon.
True.
That's just how I feel. Yeah. So, to answer our question of is he or isn't he, Ollie does show up in Osaka and he gives like this tool back to his mom and she shows him the thing. And at first I'm like a little confused here, but then I remember, oh yeah, she did teleport to Osaka before it was confirmed whether or not he was a good guy. And again, because it's not 100% clear in the previous episode, you're thinking maybe he's playing a double agent game. Maybe he somehow snuck back to Earth and like try to get to Osaka. But I'm like, isn't Lord Zed keeping tabs on him? Like, isn't Lord Zed keeping tabs on him?
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, I'm a little. I
was a little confused at that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like that scene from Ace Ventura when he had both spears on his side. It's like.
No, it's like this. It's like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you got the left, you got the right, left again, both, and then wiggling back down in agony. Okay. But yeah, so it's like they find out where Mick is. Oh, by the way, I was a heel the whole time. Now Lord Zed's gotta know where Mick is. And okay, here's my issue with this scene. Remember in the previous episode when Ollie left the medical bay?
Yeah.
What did Amelia say to him?
I'm trying to remember. Well, hold on. What? Hold on. Because I can't find my remote. Say it.
She says, Ollie was never that good of an actor. And also, I could read minds.
Oh, yeah.
Amelia, even without reading his mind, knew that he was still evil. That was his girlfriend. How does his mom not figure out?
I don't know.
Mom, the one person that knew him longer than Amelia. And I'm not trying to bring up the whole rhetoric of I brought you in this world, I can take you out. But like, how does the person that knew him for more than 20 years not figure out that he's doing a terrible act? And honestly, like, he wasn't that much better at pretending to be a good guy than in the previous episode. So how did she not see it coming? What's worse, she didn't even do anything, and once he revealed himself, you'd think she would at least tackle him.
Like, come on.
Like even the previous episode, she was more accepting of the possibility that Ollie might be permanently evil than Amelia was. She even said
that kind of raised some red flags. That's kind of sus.
Yeah, like she was like, it's like we can't let emotions get the better of us. We have to face the facts. Ollie is evil right now unless we can help him. Like, we gotta do things calmly and logically. So What is stopping her from trying to jump Ollie? Like, sure, maybe he could teleport, but maybe she might like jump him before he can teleport. Heck, if she tried to jump him and he teleport out of the way before she could like make contact, I can accept it. I can accept that. But she just stood there frozen. Like that's something I would
Exactly.
expect Amelia to do, but not his mom. At least it's my opinion, you know. It's like,
No, I agree with you on that. I agree.
yeah. So much, and yeah. So we do have a PTSD moment where, like, yeah, like, Ion is cooking, but he's anger cooking, so he's unfocused, and yeah, it's like I gotta be honest. Like speaking from personal experience, when you cook out of anger, you're not really cooking.
You're really not.
Yeah, no. Like I know people say let the man cook, but the thing is he's not cooking anything. Like he's just like he's trying to make stew, but like he's struggling. Like he's not calming himself down. He's becoming more angry. And like we just go into it. It's like I lost my friend for 6 months, just got him back for 2 minutes, and then I lost him again. And like I'm
Like,
helpless to do anything about it. It's like, I get it. And honestly, I would say I enjoyed the scene more now than I did when it first aired. I feel like I could relate to Ion in this scene a lot better right now than I did before. I'm not going to go
really?
into it, but yeah, watching the scene right now hits harder.
Mm,
And I totally get where he's coming from. But again, it's like, again, like even speaking from like my own emotional standpoint, it's like even I know it's like if I try to cook while I'm angry, I'm not gonna be able to like make anything productive. It's like
same.
it's like it needs like I'm not saying you have to be in a happy place or a sad place, an angry place, disgusted place, fearful place when you cook. But the thing is, it's like it's not about where you are or where you will be, but rather where you're going. Where are you going with your cooking?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because, like, even if you're trying to get to your, like, you don't have to be in your happy place when you cook, but the things you have to try to get to it when you cook.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, like, for me and for Ion, when you cook, you're doing it to make people happy. Not just yourself, but other people too. So remember, stay focused on your mission. But I love how they have this bonding moment, and like yeah, like Amelia's trying to keep things together. I respect it.
I do too.
Yeah, yeah. This may tie into something that may or may not happen a little bit later. And no, it's not Amelia leaving Ollie for Ion, even though that could very well happen. But I will say this. No, I will save that for a little bit later. Um, but yeah, so the scuttle worm does show up again, and we do find out a couple of things. One,
Wait, does that thing have multiple mouths?
yep, 6 of them.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, on a motorbike.
yep. Card games on a motorcycle. Yes, it has multiple mouths, and yeah, it's attracted to the smell of those berries that Ion was cooking with. Oh yeah, and also this time around they can't use full metal arm for this because yeah, now we're in the rescue mission mode from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and meanwhile. Lord Zed has basically been reduced to Uncle Lothar.
Pretty much.
What are your thoughts on this scene?
I'm just looking like, ha ha ha, how the mighty have fallen. Ha ha
Yeah.
ha ha ha.
I mean, to be fair, when Thrax was around, Daddy wasn't there. Take me to the
Take me to the
fair.
fair,
Change my
change my
underwear.
underwear. Daddy
Daddy
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there. Daddy wasn't there. Oh yeah, and Ollie does prove to be the good son, and he gets a what Scrozzle refers to as, it's exactly what you think it is.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. So Zed finally figures out a way to get rid of his newfound niece, and gets a newfound son.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I would have gotten rid of her too.
yeah.
She
No,
is
she's
just
annoying.
annoying.
Yeah, no, it's painful. Like I really hate that kind of attitude. It's like, like TikTok dance challenge, whatever. It's like, yeah, there's a reason why I don't use TikTok.
Mm-mm.
Because of characters like her.
I'm just sorry. Like that, she is just straight up annoying.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, if you guys use TikTok, more power to you. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that I don't use TikTok, and it's because
Like
of
judging me? You judging me? I'm joking.
well, you better be judging because there's no one else here to judge. Personally, I prefer Al Pacino, but it is what it is. Okay, so we defeat the Scuttlefish, thankfully. Not Scuttlefish, Scuttleworm. I swear, Splatoon's being mentioned so many times in the last few days. But yeah, Billy finally shows up after locking himself in a room for who knows how long. And he manages to use the staff to create new morphers. He's like, oh, by the way, I thought it would be appropriate if we kept the dino theme. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not. Like ninjas were way cooler than dinosaurs. First of all, Chinese mythical animals were cooler than dinosaurs. And you know what else?
Did he just say? Did he just say ninjas were cool?
I just said it because ninjas are cooler than dinosaurs. Because they have giant frogs and bears and wolves and cranes and apes.
Lord help this person.
You know what else is cooler than dinosaurs? Constellations.
No.
Yes.
No.
Constellations are really cool, like Leo, Scorpio, Lupus, Libra,
No.
Taurus,
Oh.
Ophiuchus, Chameleon, Aquila, Dorado, Draco, Ursa Minor and Ursa Major. They count as one Zord. Phoenix.
Okay,
Orion,
we get it.
Leo Minor.
But there was no Zord fight in this.
No Zord fight. That's why I'm just going full custom today with the Zords attached to it. Oh look, it landed on red. Nice. Yeah. But so the Rangers morph, and I repeat, our 4 Rangers morph, and so we got our black, yellow, gold, and very, very dark pink Ranger.
Our dark. You said yellow. It's green.
Green, gold, black, and very, 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 very dark red.
Very, 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 very.
Very dark pink. In fact, it's so dark, I dare say it looks a little reddish. And she's like, "What? This doesn't make sense." Like
Billy said Billy did say that
it chose you for a reason.
Yeah, the Morphin Grid chose her to be red for a reason.
Yeah, and props to the writing in the last 2 episodes, because we do see why. She was trying to keep it together for a while. Like, she was doing what you would expect a Red Ranger to do. Now, I will say this though, like, I would have thought it would be a little bit interesting if, like, say for example, if the inexperienced Fern, for example, might have been the Red Ranger, just because it's like, we would have something like Casey from Jungle Fury. Yeah, like where like you had the inexperienced person who later becomes the Red Ranger.
True.
Or or something like Jack, who's the swashbuckler, but he has a heart of gold on the inside. He was just never given an opportunity to prove it in a larger stage.
True.
Yeah. Oh, you know who else was an inexperienced Red Ranger who had to prove himself over time? Cole.
Yeah, that is true. He was.
Yeah. And I remember there was this one post at one point of someone saying like, "Oh, Taylor got demoted." No, she wasn't. She was never the leader of the Power Rangers. She was de facto because it didn't have a Red Ranger at the time, because she was chosen by the Eagle Zord. But the thing is, it is established in Animarium lore that because the lion's the king of the jungle, so is the Red Ranger the leader of the Rangers. She was not chosen by the Lion Zord, therefore she was never the leader. Because Cole was the last person to join, that means someone had to fill in the meantime. And because she was the first Ranger and had military training, of course she would be the best for the job for the temporary time until we have an actual Red Ranger. And then Cole did prove himself in episode 3. But the point is, there was no demotion, and honestly, Taylor is the GOAT as the Yellow Ranger anyway. So there's no question about her merits as a second in command.
Exactly.
But she is second in command, though.
But anyways.
Oh yeah, but they do finally get the transmission that Ollie stole. That good news, I found Zato's energy signature. Bad news, the squid drills are here to curse the planet. So here we are. We're taking off to this forest planet that I forgot the name of because I didn't have time to remember the name of the planet. Exactly. That's what it is.
Leva.
Yeah. So here's my question. What do you think about the new Cosmic Fury Zords? Sorry, not Cosmic Fury Zords, Cosmic Fury Ranger suits.
They grew on me. They really grew on
me. I'm still not a fan. And I'll be perfectly clear. I love the acting in these episodes. I love the writing. I love the action. I love the sequences. The singular thing I don't like about the season is just the Ranger suits. And I will go into more detail later on, but they just feel so bland to me. I'm not even going to be like, oh, they should have used the Q Ranger suits, because that's beating a dead horse. I could go extensively into it, but if you're gonna make original Ranger suits, at least make it more thematic to the whole cosmic aspect. You don't need to keep the dinosaur component to it. And 2, it's I just don't like how bland they are. I love how stylish the Dino Fury suits were. Where it's you've got a bit of red, a bit of silver. They were very knightly. Beast Morphers, they had leather because they were spec ops. Ninja Steel, they had those sashes, they had ninja gis, they had shuriken on their helmets. Most Ranger suits felt so unique, but here it's it just feels so generic. You keep the Dino Fury helmets, but everything below that's just so bland. That's the one thing I don't like about the season. And given what's going to happen in the next episode, I have more things to say about the suits, but I'll get into that later. But I do have one. But the one thing that I think I would change, though,
which is what
they should have made blue. They should have made blue. They should have made Billy the Blue Ranger. They should have made Billy the Cosmic Fury Blue Ranger. Here's why: 1, Billy's overdue for a suit change. 2, we spoiler, we're not gonna have a Blue Ranger for a hot minute. Let's do 100. 3, it still has the Triceratops theme anyways. So if you're gonna keep the Triceratops theme, why not go all the way with it? Because
the original Triceratops.
Yeah, exactly. Freaking Tommy got to be 2 different lizards.
That is true.
Yeah. One is being a water lizard, the other being a thunder lizard. How That's fun. I just realized what I just did there. Thunder Lizard because Bronto.
Brachiosaurus.
Well, yeah, but Brontosaurus, which is very similar in appearance, is translated to Thunder Lizard, and it's called Dino Thunder. So it's like, so if it was a Brontozord instead of a Brachiosaur, like that joke would have been perfect. But yeah, and again, Billy would have been a more standard, more mainstay Ranger, and then internet right now. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so like he would have been a mainstay Blue Ranger, and then once Ollie comes back, because Ollie eventually will, like they've spoiled the scene where he morphs into the Blue Ranger, he would have just passed the powers to Ollie.
Exactly.
Plus, imagine what kind of payoff it would be. It's like, oh my god, Billy Cranston, my hero. It's giving me a baton pass. It's like having Inaki Godoy get the straw hat from Oda. Because he did get.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like I feel like that would have had a great payoff if only I was able to Jim Cornette the series.
Oh boy, here we go.
But yeah, no, I have no issues with having our first official female Red Ranger, one that is not just relegated to an extra hero or just a American original villain and therefore doesn't count. No, this is a full-fledged, proper, de facto main Red Ranger who is female. Thoughts on her being the Red Ranger?
She deserves it.
Yeah, I just hope that they could do more with like her like developing into her role as a Red Ranger. Like it's like, yeah, she did everything right to obtain the powers. I just hope that moving forward, like she shows that like now that I have the authority as the team leader, I'm going to use it in a way that develops my character.
Yeah,
or rather continues to develop my character. Because we've done that in the past. Heck, Lauren Shiva had room to grow, and she did. Alex had room to grow. Alex was a jerk though. Let's see, what were other examples of swapping out reds? Were there? Let's see. No.
Tommy.
SPD kinda had that thing. Turbo. Yeah. The only issue I have with Turbo is, I keep in mind, I love TJ. He's one of my favorite Reds. He's like my top 2 favorite Red Rangers. My issue is I feel like he should have had more development prior to obtaining his powers. I love that he saved Tommy. I love that he like when Cassidy wouldn't go, he would. He single-handedly chose to go save Tommy, knowing the peril he went through. I just wish that he and Tommy just had more rapport with each other, because Ashley and Carlos were there for several episodes prior to that episode, so like they had more time to build rapport with Adam and Tanya. So like that's my one issue. And Kat, she should have proven herself more than even TJ, because at least TJ bothered to go save Tommy. What did Cassie do? Don't get me wrong, after becoming Pink, she had more character development, and I like her character development. I just wish she had more prior. But Sky definitely needed more character development, and he did. So here's hoping. Okay, so finally, what's your score out of 10?
I give this episode 10 out of 10.
I give it a 9. I feel like there's still stuff to improve on, but I love how we are establishing pretty good plot beats, like Ion having the anxiety of losing his friend. We got Fern having to deal with an overbearing, overprotective, overly emotional teenage girlfriend.
And
Ollie being a villain, and yeah, like we have now we have a new Red Ranger that needs to prove herself as the Red Ranger. So, here's hoping that we get more awesome plot threads moving forward. I mean, don't get me wrong. We already finished watching the entire season, but we have to maintain the kayfabe like we haven't seen it. Okay, so comments. Nice, another episode of Power Rangers. This had in space vibes. I know, right? Like they had those vibes. Like for episode 20, that's because of the parasite and being stranded on a desert planet, buried alive. I won't participate since I can't make it to Orlando. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure you might want to answer the questions, but I get it because, like, if you win, you're gonna get tickets that you can't use. So
exactly.
Good luck, everyone else. Hey, that's the spirit. That's definitely at the beginning. Dom and Femme venture off on their own adventures. Yeah. But I'm trying to remember how did that. I need to rewatch the episode because it's like could have sworn it was at the end of that episode before they wander off on their own adventures, but they did kiss. So like my point is proven. Jen is now Alex's granny, unless he's a clone. I still stand by Alex being Wes's clone, not his descendant, because. Again, the statistical probability of having a descendant from 1,000 years later, that's 33 generations, being approximate. 33 generations later, you expect your offspring to look exactly like you? I don't know. Like Sean Pertwee? Yeah, Sean Pertwee barely looks like his father. But he did pull it off pretty well, like when he cosplayed as the Third Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you could pull off a Sean Pertwee for 33 generations.
I don't think so.
Although, now I'm curious, does Sean Pertwee have a son? And if so, what does he look like right now? I'm genuinely curious. But also, that's another thing. Like, how do you know that you have 33 generations of just having sons? Because if you have a daughter, even just one, because like if somewhere down the line you have an only daughter, like you're gonna have to do some aggressive like retracking.
Exactly.
Yeah, because because you need to have some genetic variance. And again, 33 generations of genetic variance. Yeah, I don't think so. Alex is a clone. What was your favorite episode on MMPR? Oh, okay.
White Light.
Okay, I think just to be concise, let's pick our favorite episode from each of the 3 seasons. So we'll pick 3 episodes in total. And just to make it fair, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to choose Green with Evil. I'm not going to choose White Lightning, and I'm not going to choose Ninja and Quest. Let's see. For season 1, I would have to go with Happy Birthday, Zach. It was a really fun episode. You got a lot of great scenes with Ernie. And you got those accidental moments, but I love how you really get to appreciate the Black Ranger suit before it finally gets handed off to my man himself, Johnny. Let's see. Season 2. Let me think. I'm really torn, but I would have to say one of my most favorite episodes is the episode right after Green No More Part 2. I don't remember the name of the episode, but it's the one where Lord Zed had those 4 other candles. Because the episode started off with this dramatic moment between Jason and Zach, and that conversation was like so well acted. It was so well acted. Like
No More?
No, the episode after Green No More. The one with the candles.
I know. I'm trying to think.
I do find it interesting, though, that Lord Zed made 3 attempts to make his own team of evil Rangers. And one of them could have potentially become an evil version of Battle Fever J because he had like a student UN thing. Like an Australian student, an Israeli student, a French student. I think there's one South American student. I could be wrong. But yeah, season 3. That's a tough one. Okay, I'm gonna go with for season 3. I'm gonna go with the episode where Rocky had to help that one classmate who had a disability. I think they were deaf. I think that was the episode. Because, like, one, Rocky, let's be honest, Rocky was done dirty. He doesn't get much character development throughout the series. But this is one of the only 2, like, episodes focusing on him throughout Mighty Morphin. And the other one, he was just addicted to a pachinko machine. Let's be honest. Like, that did not make him look good. But yeah, so as far as episodes that make Rocky look good, that was a good one. And don't get me wrong, Johnny is my favorite Ranger, but like I want to be there for my homeboy Steve because like I haven't forgot you, Steve. I love you, Steve.
Well, honestly, Steve, it was good seeing you at Comic-Con.
Yeah. Now Steve does get more character development in Zeo, but he deserved better in Mighty Morphin.
He did.
Yeah. And for anyone complaining, yes, he is a real Red Ranger. Like, he is the Red Ranger. He has just as much right to say he's the Red Mighty Morphin Ranger as Jason. Like, I am tired of people saying, he's not the real Red Ranger. He's just a cheap copy. No, he's not. Okay? He was chosen. And he got to be the Red Ranger in the movie. He came back as the Red Ranger in Ninja Steel and in Once and Always. He was in almost as many Ranger episodes as the Red Ranger as Jason was. So it's like,
yeah,
it's a moot point. But he had more episodes in Zeo than Jason did. So okay. But yeah, that's it for the comments, guys. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you, everyone.
This has been our Ranger Podcast Live here on the Morphin Network. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We do Ultraman Blazar on Tuesdays at 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Pacific and Eastern. We do Kamen Rider God Chart on Wednesdays, 7:30, 10:30. Then on Thursdays we do Osama Sentai King Oger on Thursday at 7:30, 10:30. And because we are doing a 2-part crossover episode, we do have a special guest both in part 1 and part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, definitely check it out before we go into part 2 this Thursday. And of course, we got Power Rangers Cosmic Fury every Saturday, 5:30 Pacific time. And of course, last but not least, remember that for the next 3 weeks, we are going to hold a contest to get you tickets to Ranger Stop in Orlando this November. So what you got to do, you got to tune in to Rider Time Podcast and Sentai Hero Special and to Ranger Podcast Live. We will do a question at the end of each of these 3 podcasts for the next 3 weeks. That's 9 tickets in total. And first person to answer the question correctly will win 1 ticket to Ranger Stop for all 3 days. And remember, only one winner. One person won the ticket. Like once you get your ticket for each day, you're no longer in the running, because we want to give away to as many people as possible. And obviously, Morphin Network staff are automatically disqualified because, we're the ones running this contest, like it is what it is. But he will be there, so you can say hi to him regardless. And of course, be sure to check out the Buttery Show, where we do video game news and movie reviews. And just a few days ago, we did our 5th anniversary podcast for the Scrub Club Gaming Podcast. So be sure to check that out. And we are going to do some movie reviews coming soon, so stick around for that. And if you want to check out our personal content, be sure to follow this guy on. Let me try to pull it up. There we go.
You guys can find me on Instagram at RedRanger2134, Twitch, RedFalcon347, and TikTok, RedFalcon202. We're on Twitch. I will be playing Mortal Kombat 1.
Nice. And you can find me on Instagram, Boken_Karuto, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKaruto. And with all that said, guys, stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, make sure that candy doesn't have any razors in it, because there's always that one parent that tries to prove a point by doing the exact opposite of what they should be doing. And have a safe Halloween, autumn, and of course we're gonna have Thanksgiving next month. So let's all be grateful for all the lovely things that we have in our lives. Have a good one. Bye.
Later, guys.